Good morning, everyone. It's fixing to start raining, but I need to start getting this guy ready for deer camp. Today is Wednesday. I'm gonna get some lights on. Oh, I forgot I put that two-way over there. Today is Wednesday, and deer season starts on Saturday. So time to start filling freshwater tanks, turning refrigerators and freezers on, and getting them ready to go down to deer camp. There he is over there. So the first thing I do is make sure my valving is set for power tank full. Down, left, up, down, power tank full. And all the valves are closed. So I turn the water on and start filling the tank. Last week I bleached everything, cleaned everything, drained everything. There we go. We are now filling the freshwater tank. Turn power on to the RV. There's the thud of the watchdog kicking in. I'm going to turn on refrigerators and freezers. So we got the power on. I just turned on my watchdog. I have a dedicated pad for my watchdog. Everything's turned on. Refrigerator's good and clean, and we keep the doors closed and power on. Automatic. It finds AC, so it goes to AC. There we go. Make sure it goes. There, I found it. And I got to go do the basement freezer yet. Next is the basement freezer. I went and bought this Dometic 3.3 cubic foot refrigerator freezer. Let's see if I can find the power button over here. There we go. And we almost exclusively use it as a freezer. We very, very seldom use it as a refrigerator, although it can be either or both, depending on the two different sides. But we'll get this turned on, and that's I'm going to put some ice in there for when I kill a deer down at deer camp, so we can start chilling it down. So there we go on that. Okay, we're hooking up in the rain like we seem to always have to do, but we are all hooked up and loaded to go to deer camp. There's the empty barn. So we've got enough food in there for a week, clothes for a week. I got my crossbow because this is bow season. I also have my muzzle loader, which doesn't start until October, but I'm going to make sure it's all sighted in. And we're getting ready to pull out and head to deer camp. Alright, just a quick little tour of deer camp. Little target board there. Someone else just brought in an RV. There's actual camp, the RV. We're going to go out and do a trail through a blind. We're going to pick up this one trail about a quarter mile down the road to the left. Alright, we're going to go in one of the trails. By the way, Angel's driving. Say hi, Angel. We're going to go in. There's going to be 3 blinds along this trail. This trail is just over a mile long. So we're partway in. That little trail right there we're not going to go, but that goes to the feeder for the ground blind. All the blinds, we have 5 different blinds on our side. All the blinds have their own name, and down that little trail was the feeder for the ground blind. We got to cross the river here. Let's see how Angel does.
Does it need to be low?
What? No, you should be fine. No, you should be fine. You should just go that way. Fun. Anyhow, there's 5 blinds on this side, on our side. They all have their own names, and we all kind of like stick to our own blinds that we set up. We set up our feeders and buy our own deer corn. So I'll get pictures of the blinds as we go by. This blind here is called the ground blind because it's actually on the ground. It shoots out over the river, that one feeder we just passed. Ow. Oh. There's branches that come I got out to try and get this blind. Probably can't see it back there in the woods, but that's what we call the Hubert stand. Hubert is a gentleman that was one of the original founders of this camp and hasn't been around for decades, but that's called the Hubert stand. About 2 years ago they came in and treed. Of course it's a deer lease, which means this is owned by a lumber company and we leased the land from them. Well, they came in about 2 years ago and did some selective cutting and just destroyed our trails and chewed everything up. Alright, got one more creek we gotta go over. Actually, another creek, not one more. We got a whole bunch of creeks running through here. Right now everything is really low on the water. Oh. Okay. I guess we made that. This is the feeder and killing zone for what we call the yellow jacket stand, which is over here. And I'll let you guys guess why it's called the yellow jacket stand. But I want to show you something I've done. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me zoom in. Well, maybe not. Maybe too dark. Ah, there you go. That's Fake Bob. He's got a painted black dowel rod that he's sticking out the window. And he's a picture of my face. He's on a stick. And Fake Bob lives up there so that all the deer get used to seeing Bob's face. Don't know if it works or not, but this is where I primarily hunt. We got another creek we got to cross. This one you're going to have to put it in 4-wheel drive.
I am?
Okay, you're in 4-wheel drive.
Just go?
Yep, no, not fast, just go. You'll be fine. Watch the hole. There we go. Just out driving the trails of DeerCamp. This stand is fairly new. We've just recently put it up. It hasn't really officially been named yet. We kind of named it the Y because we have got one shooting lane down that way, and then we've got another shooting lane this way. And if you look at the blind, we actually have 2 windows. This is where I sat this morning, and I had a little fawn come out. I did not get a video of it. Well, actually, I may have got it on the GoPro, but I got a picture of it. I'll see if I can include the picture. But a little fawn, it still had its spots, and I was sitting there waiting for Mama to come out, and Mama never came out. So, that's all I've seen so far in 3 days of hunting is a little fawn. Here is a picture of the little guy that came out to visit me. As you see, he still has his spots, so he got a free pass. I know the trail doesn't look all that clean. We have not come in with the bush hog yet. Remember, this is only the 3rd day of bow season. We're in the middle of September right now. Muzzleload season is in October, and then modern gun in November. So we'll get this all cleaned up. And we come back out of the woods, back to camp, but we forgot one blind, and we're going to go back down and get it. It's just a smidgen down the road the same way, but you turn off before we get to that first trail. Okay, here's another feeder. This stand right here behind the buggy we call Crossroad. Probably about 5 or 6 years ago they came in and did some logging, and there's a road there and there, and then back out to the feeder. So this one got the name Crossroads. But there's another blind up there. This is the one Angel hunted the last couple years. She's actually killed a deer from here 2 years ago. So that's the 5 stands that we primarily hunt. So there's where we came out of the woods. I should have recorded it as we came out. We went down the road that way. So that was the 5 stands. About half a mile down that way, there's another road that goes in back behind Lease, and there's 2 stands up there that some other people hunt. And then about 2 miles down the road, on that side of the road, is 2 more stands. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 stands. So I think it's about 300-400 acres we have. But that's deer camp, and you got a view of the trails and stands. Well, I guess I just don't know how to say this, except this frickin' sucks. My bow season is over for the year. Now, this is supposed to be lifetime warranty, but I have never heard of a crossbow arm breaking like that. Holy cow, I'm just glad I wasn't holding it when it snapped. This probably would have whipped around and broke my face off. Lifetime warranty. We'll see if they actually honor it. So I guess we're gonna pack up the RV and leave deer camp and go on home. So we just pulled out of deer camp, got the RV. You're looking to backup camera. I've got the side by side behind me. Angel's driving to pick up behind that, and the cat is co-driving somewhere. Anyhow, left deer camp with a broken crossbow. Very disappointing. At least I got to see one deer. Didn't get to kill anything, but muzzleload season starts October 21. I'll be back.